Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we have the start of a little winter fashion special on my channel this week. So both of this week's videos are going to be style videos based around kind of autumn winter fashion. So I hope you guys really enjoy this. So today we are obviously talking about ways to update your wardrobe for winter. So I've picked 5 things that can really help to elevate your look and make it look a bit more current. So if you're looking to just buy that one thing that's going to work as a nice trend piece in your wardrobe for autumn and winter, then this is the video for you. You don't have to go out and buy a ton of stuff. These are just 5 ideas for singular things that you can add to your wardrobe. So I'm going to start off with the trend piece that I think is probably my favourite of the entire bunch, and it's one that's a little bit more out there than all of the others, and it's not something that I ever would have seen being in my wardrobe, but I am absolutely loving this at the moment, and it is the vinyl trend. Now this trend can definitely be a little bit hard to style, and in my opinion the easiest way to style this and add this into your wardrobe is through the vinyl style skirts, or would you call them leather skirts? What would you call them? Anyway, I think this material works really well in skirt form because you can kind of hide it if you are a little bit more conscious about it and you want to kind of add it in a tiny bit and get used to it. You can have it with oversized jumpers that literally just show the bottom bit, and it adds a little bit more texture and something a little bit different to your outfit. And that's what I really like about these, is that they add a very different texture to what I would normally wear. So if I wear them with knitwear, those are 2 very, very different textures versus tights and boots, and the whole outfit just kind of works. These also work really well as a night out staple as well. I think these are definitely one of the pieces that could take you from day to night, and for that reason this is my number 1 for this video, because I think it will just see you through so many different occasions, and I've been wearing mine non-stop. This one's from Topshop, and I actually have it in this colour as well. I got this the other day, and I definitely think black is more of a staple in your wardrobe and will be worn a lot more, but if you are really into autumnal colours, I think this one is really beautiful as well. It looks really gorgeous with black tights and a little pair of ankle boots. So yeah, these are my favourite ways to add the vinyl trend into your wardrobe. However, there is a slightly more in-your-face way of incorporating this trend into your wardrobe, and this is one that I will actually be styling up for a blog post. I'm going to be doing a whole blog post on this type of material and styling it. It's going to be a post on lots of tips, because this I think is one of the most kind of not intimidating trends, but it's definitely one that is a lot harder to style and one that I think a lot of people shy away from. So this coat is from Topshop, and what I like about this one is that the collar on this, it is very 90s and very cutesy, and I don't think everyone will love it, but it is removable. So underneath you just have the collar, which is the same material as the rest of the coat. So if you don't love that, it's not the end of the world, but I like the material of this one. It's not too shiny and too cheap looking, although I do love the coats of these that have a tie waist, so I'm definitely going to try one of those out and see the difference in silhouette. But coats are another way that you can incorporate this material into your wardrobe. And for all of these items, I would say the best way to style them is with more casual pieces. So for the skirts, they work really well with oversized things on the top. So whether it's an oversized knit or a casual t-shirt, I find this looks amazing with a band t-shirt, and it can work with trainers or sock boots. Working with more casual pieces makes these stand out a little bit more, and it just kind of adds a bit of a contrast and balances the whole thing out. So that is my styling tip for this trend. And then in terms of a colour to add to your wardrobe this season, my favourite I think would definitely have to be red. I think that it's so festive and I'm very, very into that. I've already started listening to Christmas songs on a daily basis. I am that person. So red is my favourite trend colour at the moment. I'm so happy that it is kind of a thing for this autumn and winter, because I'm definitely feeling super festive this year. But also there's a lot of blues around at the moment, and a lot of forest greens, very deep greens, teals, really lovely rich colours, and I really like those. But I would say red is my absolute favourite, and it's nice because it's quite a classic colour that I think a lot of people will already have in their wardrobe, and that's why it's one of my favourites, because I already have red items in my wardrobe. And because it's quite a bright colour, you can incorporate it into accessories or just whole items of clothing, and it is quite a bright pop of colour. So I feel like if you weren't into wearing red jumpers and things like that, you could add it into accessories. So for example, I think red works really, really great on a bag, but also it can work really nicely on hats as well. But yeah, my favourite accessory to have the colour red on is definitely bags, but I know a lot of people love a statement red pair of boots or heels, and that's also really, really gorgeous as well. And of course, another way to incorporate red into your wardrobe is with a jumper. I really like having red jumpers. I think it works really well for the winter, especially around Christmas. And this one looks gorgeous. This one's from Zara and I love it. It is so soft. I have to say it's slightly synthetic-y, not in its feel, but just when you get a bit hot in it, you are like toasty for the next like 5 hours. But it is gorgeous and I absolutely love it. It's like got this wonderful slouchy feel, and it's got this little bow on the back, which lots of people quite often think is like the tag hanging out. But yeah, this is a really nice way to incorporate red into your wardrobe. I think this would look really nice with a pair of like leather trousers, or again the vinyl skirt. I think this works really, really beautifully with. It's such a classic colour that I feel like you can basically wear it with anything. And the final way you can incorporate red into your wardrobe is in the form of a jacket, and it doesn't have to be a bright red jacket at all. My favourite red jacket this year is this one. This is from Topshop. It's a cord jacket. It's kind of in a denim style, and it has this shearling lining to it which goes all the way through. It is so beautiful. I saw them posting this on their Instagram and on Twitter months before it came into stock, and I was checking the website religiously because I was like, I need this in my life. It is beautiful. It is so warm and so snuggly, and it is in the most gorgeous like burgundy red, and I think it's a really nice take on the bright red because I think it's also quite classic, and this will be one that's with me for many, many autumns to come because it is just the most perfect autumnal colour. So yeah, if you're not into your bright reds, I would definitely look into this kind of burgundy colour. It's, again, this is everywhere at the moment, and I think it's still quite a classic colour, so it's definitely one that I'm happy to invest in because I think that it will see me through lots and lots of autumns and winters. Next, we have a trend that I think is a bit of a Marmite one, but I personally love. I have loved this trend my whole life. I'm pretty sure if you go back and ask my family members, I've been wearing this for a very long time and I've always loved things like this, and it is velvet, but more specifically crushed velvet, so where you have this more textured velvet look to an item. I freaking love it. Like, this skirt brings me so much joy, and I know it's sad that a skirt brings me joy, but just work with me here, people, because look at the colour of this. This definitely sits more on the blue side, but there's a little bit of like a lilac-y undertone to it, but it's just beautiful. It has like so much depth to it because of the crushed velvet texture. It looks like darker in some lights and lighter in other lights. It is so beautiful and it feels lovely as well. This is from Topshop. Again, a lot of my wardrobe is from Topshop at the moment because I just had my birthday and I went nuts in Topshop and I love everything in there at the moment. But they also do this in a bright pink as well, which I think is amazing and feels so 80s, and I think with like, again, a band t-shirt and black tights and boots, I just think that it looks so cool. Whichever colour, actually, they both look awesome. I would say styling this is actually slightly easier than styling the vinyl trend because you can actually wear more leather jackets and things like that with this, whereas with the vinyl trend you can't really mix the leather and leather. But with this you have a few more options in terms of like wearing leather jackets with it. So it is slightly easier to style, but again, I would say black tights, really high-heeled boots or sock boots would look amazing with this. Again, t-shirts work really, really nicely, and like an oversized jumper works really nicely with this as well. I do think it works itself more to being either a dressy day piece or like a casual evening staple. Because of the material, it's definitely hard to make a little bit more casual, but I do think if you're not into the vinyl trend but you like velvet, this is definitely one to look into for this autumn and winter. And again, it works really, really well over the festive season as well. They just scream Christmas. And if you're really not into wearing crushed velvet out the house, I actually have a pair of crushed velvet, like nude coloured joggers, which I will pop a picture of here, from Topshop as well, and they are amazing. So you can wear the trend without actually having to wear it out the house if you're not too keen on it. Okay, so my next favourite trend for this season is probably one that I think has been in my favourites for quite a few style videos now, because they've been around for a while, and for that reason I feel like they are a little bit more timeless. There are lots of shoes around at the moment, like the ones I have from Zara, that are kind of copies of the Louis Vuitton platform shoes at the moment, but they have very rounded toes and I'm not sure they're as timeless as these. So this is why these have made it into my like top 5. And they are, of course, sock boots. Now, my traditional sock boots that I've been wearing for a long time are from Topshop. They're this pair, and they have like not so much of a pointed toe. It's kind of like an would you say it's an almond shaped toe. I think it's quite classic. It's not really going to date very, very quickly, and for that I love these boots. Topshop have brought these out time and time again, and they're a really popular style, and I just love these, and they're just a really nice classic everyday essential, and I love them a lot. And once again this year they are back, but then we also have this style of sock boot as well, which I think is definitely more for those that like a statement. I would say if you don't like a statement shoe, definitely opt for the first pair of shoes that I showed. If you like a statement shoe, then the new kind of version of sock boots are definitely for you. So Balenciaga this season brought out their knife boots, which are very, very pointed sock boots, and they're amazing, but they're definitely a very much a statement shoe. So lots of the retailers have started doing similar ones that maybe aren't so pointed, although I think River Island do a very, very pointed pair, which I've got my eye on. But then there are these which are slightly less pointed, but still very much a pointed toe, and I think these are amazing. These are from Topshop. Some of you might remember me buying these a couple of weeks back. They're like black, but they've got this like glitter sewn into them, and they are incredible. But yeah, I love these, and yeah, I love sock boots in general, so they are my favourite trend. These are obviously a much better pair for evening versus day. I'm not the type of person that would get away with wearing these during the day. I'm definitely not that daring with my daytime outfits, but yeah, I think these are amazing, and in a normal black you could wear them during the day, though the heel, yeah, the heel doesn't scream daytime to me, but you could if you are a heels girl. And they're a nice way of taking your normal outfits and just making them look a little bit more current. So for these you can wear them with black skinny jeans, and it definitely, like I said, makes you look a lot more streamlined. However, these look amazing underneath straight leg jeans, which are definitely a more current style of jean at the moment, and these look really great with the straight leg just falling over the top of the boot, and I really like that look, and that's definitely a way that you could style these up during the day, and these also just work during the evening as well. And then in terms of these boots, I would say these look amazing with dresses during the evening, especially ones that are maybe a little bit more floaty, because these are such a streamlined like angular shape that I think it adds a nice contrast to those. But I also think that styled with a mini skirt and then like a casual t-shirt, I think these would look amazing as well. So with either of the skirts that I've shown in this video, I think these would work really well styled up with those as well. And then finally I wanted to talk hats. I feel like hats are having a bit of a moment this year. Again, the beanie is back, and I feel like that's been a thing along with the bobble hat for quite a few years. I'm not seeing so many bobble hats around this autumn winter, but what I am seeing more of are berets. This one is from Oliver Bonus, and I love it. I think you'll probably see me wearing quite a few in various different colours over this autumn winter. This is why I put the hat section last, because I wanted to like try them on. But yeah, I love this one. It's just very slouchy. It's really cute. I should have worn this the whole way through the video, I love it. But yeah, you will definitely be seeing these everywhere over autumn and winter, and I really like them because they're a very light hat, so it's not going to make my head too hot. I'm generally quite a warm person and my head gets very, very hot, so I really like these for the fact that they don't mess up your hair too much, and they don't kind of make you really hot and sticky. And the great thing about adding more like on-trend hats into your wardrobe is that it's such a small little thing. It doesn't cost you very much, and you can really work it into your already existing outfits. So say it's your like jumper, jeans and trainers combo, just adding like a little beret really just updates the outfit, and it's at very little expense, and it's like you don't have to try very hard. You just literally pop a hat on, and that is your kind of like little trend piece for that outfit done. And for that reason I think they're a great one to add into your wardrobe. And then on the flip side, something that's a little bit more androgynous, the Baker Boy hat is basically everywhere at the moment. These have been kind of filtering in, I feel like, for the past year or so. I love these, but I do think that you definitely have to have a lot of confidence to pull them off. The beret I just feel like I could throw on and it feels like it's part of my head, but this is definitely one that takes a little bit more styling. I definitely have to think about my hairstyle before I throw one of these on and the rest of my outfit, whereas I feel like berets, just especially this one, because it's such a nice like soft slouchy material, I just feel like it goes with everything. But yeah, Baker Boy hats definitely run the risk of you looking like a train driver. I really don't like them with curled hair. Just on me personally, it doesn't work. I think it's too poofy. So for these hats, I definitely prefer styling them with like a sleek low ponytail. I actually have a photo of me wearing one with a sleek low ponytail, so I will pop it here. And that is definitely my preferred way to wear it, but I also think just with straight hair that's down, I think works a lot better. I definitely play with silhouettes a lot with what I wear. So if I'm wearing like huge chunky jumpers, I won't wear like curly hair, and the same with like a chunky hat. I feel like the hairstyle should be a little bit more sleek. And in terms of what I would wear the Baker Boy hat with, I love wearing it with my leather jacket. I just think it looks so cool and a little bit edgy, and adding like skinny jeans and a pair of really high heels just kind of creates a really cool, nice silhouette, and I think it's a really easy way to wear this. I'm definitely going to be experimenting with it a little bit more over the winter, so keep your eye out for lots of different outfits with this. But yeah, let me know what you think of these. Like, I'd love to get a discussion going in the comments on whether you prefer berets, Baker Boy caps, or you just hate hats in general. Oh, by the way, this is from ASOS, and this is my favourite of all of the various Baker Boy hats on sale from different retailers at the moment. It's the most structured, and it just has the best shape to it. There's a couple from Topshop, but they're very flimsy, and they just I don't really think they're the best ones. So I think this is definitely more of a structured one, and I really like the shape that it creates, so I would highly recommend this one. But yeah, that is it for this ways to update your wardrobe for winter video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that I wasn't too rambly and scatty, because it's one of those days. But I'll be back with you on Thursday, and it's going to be a video all about reworking pieces in your wardrobe that you already own. So yeah, make sure you come back for that, and I will see you guys again on Thursday. Bye!